Hello, this is Joseph Graham. This video is for advanced foundation repair. When we asked for a pretty reputable company in town, you guys were referred over to us. And what we do is we help foundation companies all across the United States of America. How do we do this? Well, it's pretty simple. If you want to increase sales, you have to increase call volume, right? So whenever someone's looking for a service that you offer or provide, they're going to do one of two things. It's simple. It's not rocket science, but they're going to either ask someone they know. Like if my ceiling was starting to sink or sag, or my floor is sinking, or my porch is sinking or something, and I needed some type of foundation work, I'm going to ask somebody I know, right? I might even ask Facebook, or I'm just going to ask people that I trust. Other than doing that, right? I'm going to get on the internet and I'm going to search. I'm going to search for someone who does foundation repair. That's what's going to happen. And what's going to happen is these top three companies in these map listing spots get 75 to 80% of the calls, which means the money is being shown or displayed in these top three spots. Some people try to buy their way in here, and you'll see like a fourth one on top. You'll see like a big, it's an AD ad, because they're spending money on ads to be in there. And the money is not appearing in these ad spots because these ads only get like 10% or less clicks. These, remember, get 75, 80% clicks. So the money's being here. So we took this map listing of yours, and congratulations on getting 144 reviews. And we ran this map listing. It says you're in Dallas. But we ran this map listing through a heat map tool. Okay? And what this tool does is it shows everywhere your map listing is being shown in those top three spots, in certain areas, and everywhere it's not. So this would be, I'd say this is like a 10 mile radius. I'd say like a good 5 to 10 mile radius where you guys are being shown. Other than that, like, it's all red. You see how it's like all red and yellow? What this means is you're missing out on a lot of calls just based off of online search alone. So when someone is literally by wherever you set this up, I don't know if this is the house or the office, but let's just say Cockhill. Right, so someone lives over here off of Davis, and they do a search for foundation repair. They're gonna see these top three companies. Right, they're gonna see you, security, and HD. If someone literally is down the street, let's say go to GP or Irving. If someone lives in Irving and they do that search, it says you're 10, which means these are the top three, and there's 9 businesses stacked on top of you. Now, what are the chances of someone searching, knowing that these top three spots get, the bulk of the calls? So let's say someone's just going through all of these, calling all of these. Well, I'm in Fort Worth, so that's why we're seeing these. What are the chances of someone calling all of these other companies and then stopping at number 10, at the 10th one, and then, what they're going to do, they don't want that many people over at their house. They're going to call a handful of contractors. They might even call a structural engineer first to validate, you know, what these guys were saying. But really, you all have to do what the structural engineer says. So they might call the engineer first and then have a handful of you guys come out and do that. But what are the chances of them calling 10 different companies? It's not that likely. It's not going to happen. They're only going to call a few. They're going to look at the reviews and then have them come out, right? Especially during these times, they want to mitigate, a lot of people coming to their house. So with that said, is whenever you're not in the top three spots, you're missing out on a lot of money. And you can also click on any of these and look at how they're doing. Look at like how HD's doing. Look at how these guys are doing. But I'm trying to tell you, it's not uncommon and it's not unlikely, or it's not going to be, it's not alien or foreign to start dominating the whole city. Just A lot of the companies in town don't know how, right? It's possible to dominate the whole Dallas and the whole Tarrant County. But to dominate over here, you have to have a G&B set up in Fort Worth, right? Yours is set up in Dallas, which is great, but don't try to start dominating Fort Worth with your Dallas map listing. You'd have to establish a whole nother one with a Fort Worth address, right? So I mean, we can go on and on about this all day. And what I really want to point out is whenever you're being seen in those top three spots in a lot of different locations, you're gonna start seeing an increase in sales. Okay. And I'm Joseph Graham. If you guys have any questions, I'll be waiting for your phone call. Thanks.